Hi everyone, this is Anka of AGblend13, and we are digging into the archives, posting painting videos of pieces from years past. So this is a wood bot from 2024, I believe. It was in a show in 2025, I think, but I think I started it earlier than that. And as you can see, I had started with a completely different pose that was the entire body of a wood bot. And I decided to zoom in, make it a much more intimate scene, and then just have little hints of landscape in the background, little bits of the vista. So the story of this one is it is a farmer. It's a farmer bot, and they are harvesting a fresh crop of ice creams. It really came about just naturally or randomly or howeverly, which was doodling in the sketchbook. And I drew a series of ice cream plants. And that is a concept or theme that I come back to frequently in my work, which is mixing the natural and the artificial, mixing or a new twist on our notion of the natural world and what can grow and is alive in new and strange ways. So of course, I mean, ice cream is a food. It's natural in the way that it's made by us, but here it is growing, yet they also have faces. I picture them kind of like corn, like a cornfield. It's a tall plant. And in the background, we can see the fields, the cornfields in the distance as well. So there's quite a few ice creams to harvest. And they come in all different varieties. You've got vanilla and chocolate and swirl. And as with all my pieces, I do like to add a little bit of peril. And so here we have storm clouds with faces, these kind of ominous, sinister, evil-looking clouds looming in the distance. And later in the foreground, we'll be adding little tiny storm clouds that are attacking the plants. This basket, this took hours just to paint this little section of basket. I'm so proud of it though. It turned out really, really well. It was absolutely worth it. An interesting thing about the woodbot paintings is I have created a number of them at this point, different sizes. I would say at least 10 or 12 woodbots, and I'm still not 100% confident in my workflow. There's something about it where every time I paint it, I go, what are the colors I use? How do I make the wood grain? What did I do to make it look so good last time? And with some of my paintings, I have an established routine, and I can remember my routine because my paintings take so many layers and so many steps. I know that this early stages isn't what it's going to look like by the end, but I can remember how to do it. And something about the wood bots, I don't know what it is. Different shades of brown can look wildly different as a final result. And so there's something about the warmth and the depth and the bit of glow that they do look a little different every single time. And I don't mind that at all. But it is kind of a personal struggle where every time so far that I've painted one, I go, what am I doing? What am I doing? I kind of still experience that little moment of panic, as if I've taken myself down a difficult path or a terrible path, or I've messed it up in some way. And then I just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. Like the true definition of trust the process and trust that 10, 15 layers of paint later, it is actually going to look right, because it's about building up the colors through layering that it reaches that final result that looks so good. So with these ice creams, it was really funny to do the cone, kind of the waffle cone pattern, as the base of the plant. I enjoyed the kind of the fiddly little dimensionality. And then Woodbot has a nice leather hat, little flowery work gloves. I did toy with the idea of adding embossed details into the leather. I looked at a number of references and I liked the idea of having kind of the imprint of flowers or plants in the hat itself. But I wasn't totally confident that I could make it come across as leather and not just like some sort of kind of weird embroidery. Like I wanted it to be clear what I was doing instead of being open to interpretation for something that is ultimately kind of meaningless. Like I don't want people saying, what's going on there? What's going on there? That's not the important part. The hat isn't the important part. It's just a little detail for me. So here are these little storm clouds. These came about kind of halfway through the painting. I knew I wanted to have the storm clouds in the background, the big clouds, but the painting was looking a little empty to me and I wanted more little things in the piece, in the scene. And I went back into the sketchbook, and so these came around really kind of in the middle of the process of just me while I was painting, thinking, what can I add? And I came up with these little storm cloud characters. So it's like, I called it an infestation of storm clouds. Visually, they do look like giant raisins. That's fine. I do think it's quite funny. I had someone think that they were rocks once. So there's something that's absolutely, people don't know what's going on necessarily unless I tell them. But yes, and they're holding these little glowing lightning bolts. And so yes, it's like an infestation of insects basically, but what's attacking your crops, what's damaging your crops? It is these little beasties that fall from the sky and ravage your fields before you get rid of them somehow. Some big fat raindrops in the foreground to add just another little touches of detail. And this painting was done. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I hope it is very happy in its new home because it was collected. One last detail, the little lizard that is eating the ice cream did go to the same hat shop as the Woodbot. They both have matching hats. That was an important detail to me. And that is it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!